Greetings, Sir and Sirettes, and welcome back to Plague Inc. Evolved with me, Lathrix. In today's episode, we're going to be playing something bloody. Yes, we're going to be playing the Vampire Plague 2.0 by Ep60. People who've been watching my channel for a while may remember that name, as I kept incorrectly calling his YouTube name Robocraft rather than Dwarfcraft, which is his true YouTube name. Number 1 got to the front page fairly quickly, so I've got high hopes for number 2. Let's see if our hopes, however, are actually well founded, or we can mock their failure. Who knows? Ep60. The Dawn God virus has mutated, and I remember these mistakes before. I think they're from somewhere. I can't remember exactly where they're from, but I know it's like Central Europe. Has a lot in common with its genetic sister, the Necrovirus. But with combined abilities, this virus is able to do miracles. Will it be able to get me a cake? I really want a cake. Which includes the iron taste and pale skin, and much more. See for yourself, Ep60. Before we carry on, I just want to say a quick announcement. I am very sorry recently that my videos have been a little bit scatterbrained because, well, quite frankly, 1, I've been high on antibiotics for the last few weeks, and 2, I've been in and out of hospital, so live streams have been a lot easier for me to do. Just giving just that little apology out. I know a lot of you don't like live streams as much as regular videos. I know some of you love the live streams more than regular videos, so I'm definitely keeping the live streams as a thing, but the reason why we had more of those than videos is because it's a lot easier just to turn on a live stream, talk to you for an hour and then go away, than set up a few videos and do rendering, etc. And I really didn't have the time. In that hospital with tonsillitis, not the most fun thing in the world. But let's carry on with this. Okay, so we are the beautiful, wonderful Necrovirus. Last time I don't believe he could use this because, well, it wasn't available to the creator just yet. We have all the usual stuff, cytopathic boost and all that. I think I'll keep it as it is. Let's make our virus effective. I'll be leaving it as it was for the recent-ish Mega Brutal guide I did for the Necrovirus, so hopefully it'll work out on normal for this one. Of course, this is a custom, so I'm a little bit tempted to get rid of Darwinist, but it just feels right. Okay, Dawn God Virus 2.0. This new virus is a lot of the old school stuff, so I assume number 1, but much more new things. This is the 21st century, and the humans will set up an organisation named Vampire Zcom, which makes me feel like they're vampires. And they will risk everything to protect their families from this ancient threat, named vampirism. To win, don't just simply evolve vampire aggression. After you've released this threat to the world, you'll have to control your minions with new active abilities of the virus that it's borrowed from. Its sister, the Necrovirus. See, tiny little grammar mistakes really throw me off. Being dyslexic, I kind of have to find a flow, and if the flow is disrupted, I can have some really big kind of gaps of this may be a while. Game still says they're zombies, but I will update when possible. Yeah, you can't change that. Okay, so we are in Central Europe. It's cold. I'm trying to remember that. Trying not to get cold resistance. So let's see. Transmissions. What do we have? Night Stalkers. Makes the virus able to infect bats, wolves, and other night creatures. Slightly increases mutation chance. We have Blood. Virus enters the blood stream and reproduces itself. And it's usual blood. Okay. Saliva. Virus enters the salivary glands. Increases infectivity when biting, kissing, or eating. Also increases mutation chance. Fomites level 1. Virus becomes able to survive on solid surfaces without popping. Increases infectivity, particularly in wealthy countries. Symptoms we have. Ooh, we already have some symptoms. Ah, that explains the severity, which I totally noticed. Bloody taste. The virus infects the neurons in the tongue. Are they actually classed as neurons? Oh, right, they. Causing an iron-like taste in the mouth. We also have vampire denticulation. Denticulation. That makes more sense. Dentistry, teeth, things. The virus increases the production of dentin and enamel in the teeth, causing bigger, harder, and sharper teeth. That's a terrible... It sounds like a really bad advert for toothpaste. Do you want bigger, harder, and sharper teeth? Then use Vampire Denticulation Toothpaste. Guaranteed to make the ladies scream. Virus lets muscle cells reproduce quicker and makes the host significantly stronger, although he will have to eat a lot to give his cells the energy they need. That's vampire metabolism. So let's go with Night Stalkers. I must say, now I could be very wrong, but it looks very similar to the regular Necrovirus. Well, other than fomites. If you ignore fomites, it looks very similar to the regular. Okay, Night Stalkers leads to bats, cockroaches, and wolves. Once again, looking very similar, but let's carry on. Bats become susceptible to infection, increases infectivity, land-based transmissions, and mutation. Cockroaches are also susceptible to infection, carrier roaches increase infectivity. Oh, I remember last time, cockroaches were really mental. The last stage was really, really lethal. I enjoyed that. Carrier roaches increase infectivity, particularly in hot and poor countries. I might need that then, considering we're good in cold countries at the moment. Wolves become susceptible to infection, increases infectivity, especially in rural regions. Which makes sense. Lots of farms and foresty areas. I'm getting maybe saliva. No, I think I'll go with bats. Like I said, I am going to try and get quite a few mutations. Although saying that, we're already 2 ahead. Okay then, we're going to go saliva and fomites, because fomites are good in wealthy countries and saliva just seems alright, all round good, and I assume water's going to be in this path. As that's where it is in the regular, except for in the regular salivas there, it goes like that. But you get the idea, and then blood's at the top. Huh, maybe isn't there then? Who knows? Fomites as well, that should really help out in Central Europe, since it's a wealthy area. I was going to say country, and I realised it's countries. Saliva level 2. And yeah, there's water, awesome. Which is good because we're in a humid climate as well. Night vision got mutated, what happens that? Happens that one. Makes them irritable in light. A bloodlust. The virus enters the brain cells of the dopamine pathway and lets it produce exponentially. That's an awesome word to use. Well done, sir. More dopamine, the host will start to like the iron salty taste. Oh yeah, it's down that route, isn't it? I wonder what the irony salty taste could possibly be alluding to. Some form of red liquid of some kind? Like wine? Okay, we're going to go in bats just so we get a bit more land transmission. I'd like to burst out of this place as soon as possible. I saw Comet like a million times come up then. Tiny robot lands on Comet. It confirms it's a comet. Oh yeah, that happened recently, didn't it? That was fascinating. I watched it on NASA's thing. Not NASA's thing, on the European Space Programme's thing. Okay, Fomites 2. Okay, yeah, that's sped up a lot since we are, of course, in a wealthy country currently. So not only is it already very infectious, it's got bonus infectivity because where we are. We're also now in the water a little bit. We're going to need some heat resistance soon, aren't we? Yes, we are. Oh dear, they've just found us as well. That's not good. Bloodlust, that's one we added a second ago. Okay, super sensory. Okay, it's not as big as the normal one because normal one's up there. Virus improves the connection between the neurons. Host is able to hear and see better and can respond instantly to moving objects. Better reflexes. Thank you for spelling that out to me, sir. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have put 2 and 2 together. Oh, and better understanding what? Oh no, they're just concerned. Oh, I thought we had a random event then, that was scaring me. I was like, no! Not a random event. Anything but a random event. Let's get heat resist level 1, and then leave it. Still want to spread a bit faster, to be perfectly honest. Very surprised we're so stuck here. I didn't spread it fast at all. Possibly because it wasn't the best starting area in the world. I think we started in somewhere like Saudi Arabia, it would have been a very different story. Okay, bats level 2, and no. Okay, we're being cured now, so we're going to need the mutations, and I might have to help it along. Okay, super sensory. Okay, for some reason I'm not getting that. Oh, so we must have to have both sides. Okay, that's different. Virus improves the connection between the neurons. Already had that before. Okay, so vampire metabolism leads to anemia. Decreases red blood cells or hemoglobin in the blood. Can lead to hypoxia of organs and causes pale skin. Vampire age. Vampire checks the host cells on copying errors and fixes them if they're there. Host becomes older with 1/10 of the speed of regular humans. Apparent death. Virus let the pineal release a high amount of melatonin and puts the host to sleep. This gives the virus the opportunity to prepare the host's blood for conversion. Conversion? Boom! Complete vampire regression. Virus has completely converted the blood of the host to the blood of the ancients before them by stem cell gene manipulation. He may call himself a full vampire. Stem cells. Don't want to get... Yeah, okay, let's get it now so the virus can still be around while we're doing it. So we're now vampires. What do we have here? Vampire insanity. That's a lot of lethality for a starter one. Causes the host to constantly think about drinking blood. That's good because without the glucose and hemoglobin from the blood, the vampire will die due to anemia. We have adrenal surge. Virus increases the amount of adrenaline that is produced when the vampire has pain. Vampires are a lot harder to kill by mortals and makes them more aggressive. We also have the virus takes control over the neurons that control the keratin production, causing razor-sharp claws that's almost as dense as diamonds, and grow back instantly. Aha, bat form. Okay, these two look very similar then. Okay, bat form. Virus changes the molecular structure of a host. The molecular structure. Wow, I'm trying to skip the word. Of the host cells, allowing them to transform into a bat swarm. But only a few vampires can learn this active ability. So clearly this is transport. So at level 2 as well. Virus becomes able to force all the bats back into the vampire's body. That makes it a lot easier for new vampires to learn this ability. Bigger swarms. And we'll try and spread to as many islands as we can as soon as we can. Russian zombies, go to Japan. Do we need increase swarm speed? Nah. Let's start increasing severity. We want to infect faster. Okay, we've already got to Greenland. That's great. And you can go down to New Guinea. Go forward, my Japanese vampires. Blag. You go to there. You go to there. Okay, nice. Hopefully these vampires don't decay naturally, because that would make no sense in my head. Zcom is in New... Oh, it's miles away. Okay, hypnosis. Extreme amounts of impulses caused a very high rate of brainwaves, allowing the vampire to command animals and weak-minded through his thoughts. Increases severity. Nice. What else do I want? More... Okay, let's increase the swarm speed. Vampires take food and bottled blood with them, so I don't have to make pit stops, improving movement speed, and increases ocean travel. That's what I wanted, just because, quite frankly, we need to get to New Zealand now. The speed increases are nice. Okay, yeah, it's much faster. Lovely. Oh no, the queue is almost complete. Oh, we can't get... I was going to try and stop it straight away, but we can't. That's a shame. I do like having the virus in the background as well, but oh well. Vampires starve less quicker. Oh, so they are decaying, but they're starving. Oh, that's cheap. Okay, where else do you want to spread? From India over to Madagascar. Transmission we obviously don't really care about anymore, but this we do. Okay, adrenal surge leads to vampiric and mastical tension. Masticatory muscles become engorged, allowing vampire to bite through thick clothing. Severity and combat advantage increased. It does seem very much like the original. Okay, virus switches off the genes of the pigmented cells, allowing them to stop working. Vampires will die when exposed to sunlight too long. Less severe, but unlocks new symptoms. Oh, sorry, that's terrible. Okay, I think let's go for the bite one then. I see, so it makes you weaker, but unlocks things later. Okay, it seems like Zcom is being destroyed anyway. But we'll get that just to make sure. Wolf nose. Virus lets scent receptors in the nose reproduce and gives the vampire a better sense of smell. Increases severity. For those who don't know, severity in the necrovirus is the ability of your zombies to actually kill regular old civilians. Okay, I'll grab that. Okay, so we've weakened ourselves. Salivary aid. Enzyme production in the saliva glands makes the vampire saliva able to heal wounds of the vampire and their prey. Okay. Oh, well, I guess if you're trying to make them into a vampire, it makes sense. Vampiric flit. Flit? Virus increases the amount of muscle tissue in the legs, allowing vampires to jump very high and run as fast as Usain Bolt. More severe, combat advantage and swarm speed. That is pretty darn fast. We're not in the Philippines just yet, so I'll send some old Japanese zombies over there. It goes stronger in New Zealand. No it doesn't. And it is actually destroyed moments after that declaration was given. Okay, last one here is telekinesis. With all the extra brainwaves, the vampire becomes able to bend the energy around objects and move them without touching them. Increases combat advantage and severity. Combat advantage, let's go with these. Vampiric breath and the mercy of Ra. Improved reflexes in the iris causes them to moderate more quickly. improves vision in bright sunlight, increases severity, and the iris will colour red due to the extra blood. That's pretty cool. Just the last few African people to become zombies, and then we're pretty much done. Immunotakeover. The virus reproduces hormones just like the T cells, allowing him to command the host immune system, allowing them to command the host's immune system, and let it convert the host's blood more quicker. That was very hard for me to say. Can you tell that? There we go. Goodbye South Africa and goodbye Zimbabwe, and then we're done, I believe. The Mercy of Ra mutated. Yay, we've destroyed humanity. Victory! Okay, so, that was very hard for me to say. The English, honestly, I think has got worse since the last one. Maybe it's because I'm ill and I'm kind of struggling as it is to read. Again, dyslexic plus ill equals not much attention. But there's a lot of little mistakes. I mean, a lot of little mistakes, which kept tripping me up. I enjoyed it, but it was very similar to just playing regular old Necrovirus, but with a lot of renames and a few reskins. I don't think it was good as the previous version. I'm actually a little bit disappointed. I enjoyed it. It was good, but I know they can do better. And particularly with the Necrovirus now being there, I thought that this would be better than that. But still, I think it needs more unique symptoms, not just simple reskins because it's all in the same place. The combat advantage stuff was exactly where you expect it to be, and it was basically the exact same. So I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. I think the rating currently is pretty fair. It's not bad. It's balanced enough because it's so similar to the regular, and I think it's enjoyable. I just think there's a lot of room for improvement, and I won't hold the English against them. I am ill, but it wasn't the best. So thank you for watching Sir and Sweat. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, if you give me a like, it would be more than welcome. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more upcoming events. Also, I would like to issue this. If any of you know any low star symptoms, any low star scenarios which you think deserve a lot more attention, please tell me in the comments below. I'm going to be doing a kind of Diamond in the Rough series soon, where I go out and do a few at a time, see if we can find some good scenarios and put them in their worthy place higher up. So thank you for watching Sir and Sweat. Sorry for the abysmal speaking today. It'll be back on track hopefully tomorrow. And by tomorrow I mean Monday, Tuesday, because I'm actually recording this on Friday. Thank you for watching Sir and Sweat, and goodbye. Have a nice day.